What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Mixed Watch Podcast. I'm your host, Society Talanoa, and this is episode number 7. All right. It's been a minute since we reported. All right, wow, we're so good already. 30 seconds in, and I already can't talk. It's been a while since we uploaded the podcast, since we recorded the podcast. I lost my phone. I left it in a friend's bag. We went to Lake Tahoe, which, by the way, if you live in the world and you don't live in Reno, Nevada, go to Lake Tahoe. It's delicious. I just mean that it's great. You should go there. Anyways, had some things I wanted to say. I'm really enjoying making this podcast and seeing, even though there are like 12 of you that listen to this thing, I'm really enjoying seeing your guys' comments and hearing your feedback. A lot of you know me in real life. In fact, all of you know me in real life. So hearing your feedback and, telling me like I should distribute it and put it on Apple Podcasts and stuff, which I'm trying to. I'm actually looking into it at the moment, looking into services like Buzzsprout and the Spreaker, just trying to do it for cheap. I'm a high school student. I don't have a job. Wow, I'm a loser. And I'm trying to do it for cheap. And still get it out there, And if you're listening to this on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify, then that means I did a good job. So good job me. Anyways, it's been really weird. Like, it's kind of hard. Like, this podcast is hard, I will admit. Not only is it hard because I have nobody to talk to and it's, like, literally hard to record, but it's a similar feeling to when you perform by yourself doing something that nobody else is doing with you. Like, marching band, right? Or, like, even basketball or team sports, like anything where you're not by yourself, it doesn't leave you as vulnerable to the amount of judgment that I think is possible when you're just by yourself. Like, everybody can just call me a loser and be like, wow, this guy freaking sucks at talking to a wall. And thinking about that, even though it doesn't really bug me because I don't care, and if you want to hate on me, dude, that's fine. If you think this podcast is trash, hey, you still listened to it for 30 seconds to see if it was trash, and I appreciate that. Anyways, a bunch of exciting stuff has happened since last episode. I got college mail from Yale. If y'all don't know me, I'm a decently smart kid, but it was really cool to get one of those letters from Yale asking me to apply, especially when I haven't even like sent them an email and requested the info. It's cool when they come to you and you don't have to go to them for it. That's the cool part. Anyways, we should have a really great episode lined up today. I'm excited. We had a lot of funny topics. I mean, especially over the week it's been since I've uploaded. I've written down a lot of stuff that I want to talk about. Oh, cool thing. I might start doing stand-up, which is weird. I don't think I'm that funny. If y'all think I'm funny, let me know. But I don't think I'm that funny. I found out that there's opportunities for minors in town to go do stand-up on minor nights. Which, to be honest, I would rather talk to adults because I feel like as a kid, I can joke about kids and adults would laugh at their past selves. But kids right now might just get butthurt. If I started making funny off of the stuff that y'all do to you, probably wouldn't like it. Especially my generation. We're a little bit soft, No, I'm not. No, I'm not going into that. Some people type in Ebonics, which, hey, I don't speak perfect English. I use slang terms often, but it actually takes more effort to type into your device broken English than it does to write regular words. In fact, the device is designed to correct your English and make it better. So when you want to type, yeah, I stopped y'all right, and that's like RIII space BEFOE before it, or like Thissa, like THISSA. Your phone auto corrected it to this is A, and you hit the backspace again, and then Siri, your iOS was like, oh no, we need to correct it again. Like you're stupid, and then you undo it again. It's like, all right, and you go ahead, and you have to do this like 8 times in one sentence. What are you doing? Like, okay, here's the thing. Everybody who types in Ebonics either tries way too hard in real life to speak in Ebonics or never does it at all. Just speaks regular English in real life. And that is 100% facts. I want you to think about everybody on your Snapchat who tries to type as if they think it's cool to type broken English. They either try really hard to talk like that in real life or don't talk like that at all. Speaking of posting on your Snapchat, why, just come on. Like, why are we so bad at posting stuff? We post the stupidest things, bro. I saw a girl post on her story. She was like, it was just a picture of her face with her eyes closed. And she was like, man, like, why can't I punch in my dreams? I was so angry. First of all. But, like, why, though? Why are you asking these questions? Who's looking at your story and seeing you go, hey, why can't I punch in my dreams? I was so angry in my dreams. I wish I could have just punched her in the throat. Oh, that whore. Hey, guess what? Don't care. Zero care. Now, to the girl who posted this, you probably don't listen to this podcast. And also, I like you as a person. I'm just using yours as an example because a little unnecessary. And by little, I mean completely. And if you know me, you know I don't post on my story, like, at all. Maybe once a month, if that. It's probably once every 2 months. And it's just, wow, this isn't a self-help podcast, but here's some self-help advice. If you talk a lot, if you say a lot of stuff, it makes everything you say less valuable. Just saying. If you want everybody to look at your story and look at what you said and respond to you, post less. I'm not going to watch all 37 snaps on your story. I'm not going to watch the videos. I'm not going to look at your stupid quotes that you never follow. If you post a quote, guarantee you don't even follow that quote. You probably don't even understand that quote to the fullest capacity. You just thought it sounded cool and posted it and were like, yeah, that's me. That's my life. Sorry, bro. Life isn't a movie. Neither is mine. Hell, I'm probably not even the main character. One of you listening to this damn podcast is probably the main character. And I'm just like your inspiration. And like you listen to the podcast and it gets you through your breakfast. And then you go off and become the CEO of the next Microsoft or whatever. Which, by the way, if you eat this, if you listen to this podcast while you eat breakfast, that's fire. Thank you. I would actually hope that you guys listen to this while you do stuff. I don't want this to be like the focus of your time. I'd rather this be something on in the background. It's in the description of the podcast. But I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. Another thing with Snapchat posts, why is it cool to be sad? It's not cool to be sad, guys. Like when I feel like, especially with like a lot of TikToks out there, it's like when she breaks your heart and you whatever, Posting yourself with a frown isn't cool. Not at all. It is not cool to be sad. You're like, that moment when he breaks up with you and gets with your best friend, and then you're just doing like the F-boy lip bite. It's not cool. Also, don't care. When you post a "don't hit me up," we all know you want us to hit you up. You want us to be like, oh my god, what happened? I know you told me not to hit you up, but like, I really care about you, and you know what you should say? Nothing. Because those who care about you will then realize, hey, this person who posts a lot hasn't posted. Maybe I should hit them up. And then you'll find out who really cares about you and who's paying attention, because the people who just skip through their Snapchat stories and are giving you views that you care about aren't going to hit you up. And those aren't the people you want to hear from in the first place. You got to be smarter about the way you draw your attention if that's what you want. Which isn't even something you should want. Like, why are snap scores a thing? Which is actually, that's probably a really great, like, marketing and business thing for Snapchat, because Snapchat makes money off of the ads. And if you have more people's stories to watch, then you're going to watch more ads per unit time because you're scrolling through more stories per unit time. I'm a nerd, but let's look at this. So, snap scores make no sense. You shouldn't be awarded for having more illegitimate friends on Snapchat, but Snapchat's really smart, so you're rewarded with a snap score, and like exclusive emotes or stickers or whatever the hell for having more friends, for keeping snap streaks. But those don't mean anything, and they don't mean anything either way. If you have a snap score at 2 million and you're just messing around, I'm not gonna make fun of you. If you have a snap score of 1,000 and you have 2 friends and one of those is your dad, that's cool too. But hey, don't like use snap scores to correlate with somebody's personality. Sure, if that chick has a snap score of 14 million and she's posting very provocative photos on her story, she's trying to become wow, I'm yawning so hard right now. She's probably trying to become like an Instagram model or something. But is she necessarily a loose woman? I wouldn't put that out there. You gotta meet her first. If you're the kind of person who really wants their snap score to be 5 million and you add everybody in your quick ad every day, might have a problem. I don't think there's anything cool about snap scores. I don't think you should prioritize them. I don't think you should judge people based off of them, because, hey, we all made mistakes and it is so much work to go through and unfriend half the people on your Snapchat. It's whatever. What else do we do that's stupid on Snapchat? Oh, when you post, I'm deleting everybody on my Snapchat that I don't talk to. Why'd you add them in the first place? The hell? Like, if you were doing the snap score pumping, just it's good. Like, you're fine. What's the reverse for? What are you doing? You already messed up. You shouldn't have added all the people that you don't talk to, because there was no point. Now you're just doing extra finger tapping. This is a lot more work that you don't need to be doing. Your life isn't a movie. Wow, I'm just judging everybody. Maybe I'm the most judgmental. Okay, lighter notes. We need to be happy again. Oh, Vienna. Oh, I probably shouldn't. Okay, I'm just gonna say your name. Vienna. Gonorrhea is a terrible name. On the last episode, I talked about gonorrhea, and then I said the word gonorrhea, and then I got into an argument with one of the listeners about whether or not gonorrhea is a really good Disney princess name, and she was like, no, but it could like be really cute. And I was like, what is her princess characteristic? Is she just itchy all the time? Is she burning up? Like, why is her name gonorrhea? She was like, no, but it's like cute. Like, gonorrhea sounds cute. Nope. Gonorrhea is not cute at all. It's one letter away from being gonorrhea. And that is not cute. If you think gonorrhea is cute, what you doing? What are you doing? Drink water, Alden. I used to be Asian. Sorry, that probably sounds weird. What I mean by I used to be Asian is when I was in elementary school, our school district didn't have Pacific Islander as something that you could be under the race thing, so I was listed as Asian. And every year, like, I remember there was one Asian kid in my class, and he'd always be like, "Hey, why do they put Asian on yours? We are not the same." And I was like, I don't know, but I guess we're the same. And it happened all the way until I was in, like, high school. I finally became a Pacific Islander in high school. Straight up, I'm like Rachel Dolezal. I'm a white lady that is a black lady. I don't know how to feel about that. Like, be who you want to be, but I don't know how it works with race. You know, is race like age? Like, can I be trans age? These are terrible questions to ask on the internet. I'm gonna get canceled tomorrow, and this isn't even gonna be up tomorrow probably. I want this podcast to grow, and if I have to get canceled for this podcast to grow, let's do it. I'd be okay with that. Freaking cancel me right now, as long as it, blows up a little bit. That's terrible. That's Jake Paul and Logan Paul. Which, just putting it out there, I'm not really fans of. But as much as I'm not like in support of a lot of the things they do, I gotta respect it. You come up on the internet and you live a clickbaity life so that you can get clicks and make money. And I can respect anything to make money, man. I respect prostitutes. You can do what you gotta do. Not like that, though. I'm not saying, like, I respect prostitutes and what they do, but I respect the effort that goes into that, unless you're getting, like, mentally broken by a pimp. This is way deeper than something I should go on. Yeah, I should not be talking about this on a podcast. This is not something to... Welcome to Pimping and Prostitution with your host, Society Talado. We're going to be here to talk about, breaking them down and getting them out there on the streets so that they give you their money after selling their bodies. That's what this podcast is about. Am I too tired to be recording? I try to aim for the perfect amount of tiredness to record the podcast, but sometimes I feel like I just come out way too savage and I'm talking way too quickly and I'm throwing these fastballs at you too fast. You're like, oh my God, he used to be Asian. Oh my God, snap scores. Oh my God, gonorrhea. Oh my God, typing in Ebonics. Oh my God, why can't that girl punch in her dreams? Now why is he doing a weird voice? That's just me in real life. I probably have a problem. But speaking of problems, another thing that we do on Snapchat, hey, if you break your leg in two, do me a favor, don't take a picture and post it. I'm pretty sure that's not allowed. Like, I think that's against the terms and conditions, which, by the way, who reads the terms and conditions? Me, because I'm a nerd. That's a lie. I only read the important parts, Like, if you see... I don't know, like if you break your toe, don't post it. Just, that should be obvious. Dude, if you are bleeding from 5 different ends of your body, please don't take a picture and post it and be like, oh, I messed up. Nope. You messed up by posting it. Because I'm eating cereal. I'm eating my favorite cereal. I got my Cocoa Pebbles all up in a bowl. I got the milk from the fridge. It's about to go bad tomorrow. I poured it into the bowl, okay? I went to the drawer. I pulled out the spoon. I put the spoon in the bowl. I went to go sit at my dining table. I'm at my dining table. I'm eating my Cocoa Pebbles. It's so good. I'm so happy. I'm scrumdiddly-umptious right now. I open up my Snapchat. I got a bunch of text messages. Okay, this is all good. And then I look at your story, and it shows you getting dismembered by Spartans. Don't need it. Don't need it. Why? Why you do that? It's not cool. It's not cool to be sad. It's not cool to break up with somebody. It's not cool to be dying. Your life isn't a movie. Rule number 75. Your life isn't a movie. Unless it is a movie and like you're an actor, but get out. Come on. We don't need you here. This podcast is a small community, and you do not need to be a part of it with your semantics. Though, here at Mixed Wash, we love a little bit of semantics. Sometimes. Just sometimes. You know, not all the time, just a little bit sometimes. A little bit sometimes. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, I want this to grow. I want us to get sponsored so I can talk about Raid Shadow Legends. If I have to watch another YouTube video and the ad is Raid Shadow Legends, which I know it's died out recently, but do y'all remember like 2 months ago, or you watched a video about, I don't know, freaking learning how to make Lays, and it's just like some old Asian lady. You know what? Surprisingly, Southern white ladies really know how to make Lays. And she's just like, all right. Oh, I don't know why I'm British. Oh, jeez. I can't. I'm so tired that I can't do my regular impressions. She's like, yeah, see, them there Lays, you're going to take this strand of ribbon and you're going to take it over on the left and you're going to take it over on the right. And then you're going to do it all night. But you know what else I'm going to do all night? And then it's just Raid Shadow Legends. It's everywhere. But I want to be the Raid Shadow Legends. I want to be like, welcome back to episode 96 of the Mixed Wash podcast. Never thought we'd make it this far, but with the help of Raid Shadow Legends. Brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. Not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Just need to explicitly state that, because that would be incorrect to say that I'm sponsored, but I'm not. I'm not sponsored. I don't think we're going to be sponsored for a while, but we're getting there, and that's the important part. I had so much written down for this episode, but we got through it so quickly. I mean, how much can I talk about? How much more can I talk about stupid things my generation likes to post on Snapchat? Oh, best one I've seen so far. It hurts me on the inside to just look at this. Okay. I love acting that I don't know stuff, but I do. Excuse me? Who do you think you are? And why do you think I care? Now, the people that I'm responding to, you're probably a little bit butthurt right now. And you're probably like, well, I don't give a hell about your podcast. And guess what? We don't want you here. Go. Go away. I'm a little bit savage with it tonight. You feel me? I'm a little bit savage. That's because we're brought to you by Raid Shadow Legends. I'm a little bit savage. But you know what else is savage? Raid Shadow Legends. Brought to you. Upgrade your champions. League of Legends. I don't know. Dude, I'm so tired right now, but I'm enjoying recording this podcast. And I know that you're enjoying it with me. But you know what else we enjoy too much? Hey, guys, why do we miss leg days? hey, girls, why you always missing arm days? We're just the opposite shape. It's like I'm an upside. Well, actually, I'm not personally because I was gifted. Not gifted. I worked pretty hard to get these legs, but I feel like a lot of guys are just upside down teardrops, or like T-shaped. But I guess it makes sense, like genetically. Like, I don't want to get into this because if I have to talk about just the way that a human body is typically built on a female versus a male, and then some girl is gonna be like, why are you being so sexist? And I'm gonna be like, well, no, like that's like just like how it is. Like, I'm not saying that the men's side is better, because it's not. It's just different. Then I'm never gonna hear the end of it, and then I'm gonna have to go to school, and everybody's gonna be like, oh my god, why are you so, and you like. By the way, if you talk like that, and actually, if you talk like that, you don't know you talk like that. You just, and why are you breathing so deeply? Take shallower breaths. That's not your last breath. You don't need to be breathing so hard. You got more breaths. You got more breaths after that. You don't need all of the, and there's nothing wrong with being offended. Just be offended a little bit less. Unless it's, like, can our level of being offended not be the same every time? I feel like we're always offended by everything the maximum. Someone steps on your toe, they're a Nazi. Somebody tells you that you should get vaccinated, and they're a libtard. Am I allowed to say vaccine? Probably not. Grant, I'm not getting monetized anyways. They won't take this down. They better not take this down. I'll be pissed. I'm excited though. I think along with the rest of my class, we all just became seniors. It's cool to go to college. Hey, if you're younger than me and you listen to my podcast, pro tip, it's actually really cool to go to college. And not because you want to party and drink and get messed up. Hey, pro tip, if you want to go to college to drink and get messed up, just don't go to college and go drink and get messed up. Why would you pay $12,000 to blow extra money and waste extra time? No, just go get messed up. Okay? Go do all of that, and then when you're done, go to college. Now, if I'm giving you my real advice, if I'm giving you like the advice from my heart, just save all of the getting messed up for later. And go get your degree first. Because guess what? Okay, let me tell you right now. You're smart. Even though you might be getting D's, you might be getting F's, you might not have passed a single class in high school. You're smart somewhere in your brain, somehow. There's something that you can do. And if you don't know it yet, it's because you don't know it yet. So I need you to put your foot down and get that work in, do your stuff, go to college, man. Get an education. The only jobs that are getting replaced by machines are low-paying jobs. Because if you think about it, how many people do they hire at Tesla every day to make sure that a robot is running correctly? On average, a machine, or at least, not on average, at the least, a machine requires 3 people to work on it, which net, you're creating 2 jobs. That machine is doing one person's job, and 3 people have to manage it. So that's a +2 on jobs here. Wow, we're talking about economic theory here, but welcome. You need somebody to watch the robot to make sure it operates correctly. You need somebody to program that robot. Hold on. And there's a third one. I just can't remember at the moment. And that's at the least. Now, you can't just have one person do this 24/7. So you got to have shifts. So somebody's got to watch it in the morning. Somebody's got to watch it the next shift. Somebody's got to watch it the shift after that. Now, you can't have these 3 people working every day, no days off. Okay, now you got to add another person do their shift on the weekend. And then you got to have somebody else to fill in Wednesdays and Thursdays. And somebody's got to do Mondays and Tuesdays. And then you multiply that by all the shifts. Hey, what you need to do, especially if you're in my generation, is get qualified to do these things. If all you can do is sell groceries or like sell burgers at McDonald's, it's not going to work because that job isn't going to be there for you. Now, if you get a small amount of education and you can program a simple robot, you're going to get paid a lot more to do an easy job. All that's changing is what jobs are there, not really the number of them. We're not going to get replaced by robots. We're just going to have to learn how to work on the robots instead of flipping pancakes. Now, that's a very hot take. And that's a very hot take given in a very short amount of time. If you want to sit with me and talk about this entire thing in a much less tired and more formal place, we can do that. I would actually prefer it because I'm not thinking completely correctly. I'm tired. It's been a long day. It's like almost 11 right now. I'm recording this podcast. But, you know, like, I do believe that we're gonna be fine. You just gotta be a little bit more qualified. And it's not even that much qualification. Also, who doesn't want to know more stuff? Like, ask yourself that. Do you want to know more stuff? Are you okay being what you are right now? And if you are, then you are you're one of 2 things. Either you're super pessimistic and you like don't want to improve at all, or you think you're perfect. Now, if you are perfect, that's cool. You already accomplished your dreams, good. But also, don't you want to be even better? Like, just learn stuff, man. It is evidence that the American system of schooling is failing. The American education system is failing when there is a large population of United States people who do not want to learn anymore. They have been chewed up and regurgitated by the American education system to the point that they would rather stagnate and become complacent than to improve and learn more about the facts. Not even the facts. I'm not talking about politics right now. But just in general, how can you not want to know more about anything? Pick something. Everything is just becoming a career. Other than standing and like making French fries, everything is becoming a job. Hell, just be the guy who watches the robot make the French fries and make sure that that robot is freaking, flipping those French fries. Yeah, this is totally a self-help podcast. I can't even deny it anymore. I'm just hyping you up. I'm just your hype man now. Anyways, I think that's the end of this episode. I'm going to try to figure out how I can get this on a bunch of distribution. How I can get this on a bunch of distribution. I'm going to figure out how I can get this distributed. Thank you for listening to the podcast, especially if you made it all the way through. I appreciate all of you. My friends who listen to this, I appreciate you. those of you who appreciate me, I appreciate you back. Those of you who hate this podcast, dude, why'd you click on it? Why are you still here? You're actually probably not here because it's the end of the video. And you're the reason my average watch time is 5 minutes and 32 seconds. Also, hey guys, go on YouTube on your television. Put this on there. Cast it to your TV. Leave it on in the background. Don't waste your time putting this on your cell phone and not being able to go on Snapchat unless you got YouTube Red or something. You know, I don't want you to, like... okay. I value your views a lot, regardless of how long they are. But I don't want you to ruin your time and waste your time if it's not exactly what you want to be doing, but you want to support the pod. I appreciate the support, but, don't ruin your day to improve mine. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I know I had a wonderful time talking to you guys. Hopefully this is fun for you. I know it's fun for me. Have a nice night, everybody.